Welcome to CIA HLO training. Today we're going to be discussing how to do scheduling in HLO once you have completed the forecast in your DStat DREV program. When you log into HLO, you'll be brought to the welcome screen. Once you click there, go down to scheduling. And the first thing you're going to do is go in and look at your weekly forecast report. I'm going to pick current week right now, but you'll be doing next week. Pick your hotel, pick your department. It will populate with the report that tells you what your forecast. Bring in the forecast from your DREV program, and populate it in here to let you know what you're forecasting is right now. Make sure you look at that. Make sure that what you see in here is what you did in DREV, and you'll be ready to move on. Go back to scheduling. Go into enter drivers. Again, going to be working on current week for now. Going to run the report. And what you're going to see in here normally, because I'm working on current week, some of this information is already filled in. However, in your particular situation, you are going to go in here and fill in the items. You'll notice that, for example, occupied rooms, arrivals, departures, guests, and club rooms are excuse me, statistics that you would not be forecasting or budgeting. Therefore, they would not be pulled over from DREV. So depending on your property, you'll be pulling in, and you'll see a screen that gives you that list of drivers that you'll want to populate. Once you load them up, you're going to hit submit schedule. You'll notice up here at the top it's going to come back and tell you that the schedule has been calculated. Go back to scheduling. Now we're going to go into number 3, which is going to be a printout of your report for you to be doing your forecast, for you to be doing your scheduling. So you'll notice in here it's going to give you all of your approved hours based on the drivers that you have in your DREV system and CIA system. But what it's also going to do is going to give you the information that will be pertinent to how you schedule your people, such as your arrivals, departures, and stayovers. And how that affects it is you're going to want to know, if you're going to, for your arrivals and your departures, is it going to change the way you're going to schedule housekeeping? Is it going to change the way you schedule front desk? For example, if your drivers have said that you could have 24 hours at the desk that day, and you have a heavy departure and a light arrivals, you may want to make sure that you have that third person on closer to the beginning of the day rather than the end of the day. However, these numbers will not. Again, they are not drivers to determine how many hours. They'll just assist you in when you're doing your actual scheduling. Okay. So what you want to do, a simple thing to do, is to go and take this, print this out, or what you can do is use your snipping tool. Take a snippet of this. Oops. You can take a snippet of this if it's going to let me do it. Okay. Move that off to the side. Excuse me. Go back to your scheduling. And now we're going to enter your weekly schedule. So again, I'm going to go into the first week that I have. Current week. I'm going to run the report. I'm going to say all departments, or whichever department that you want to work on at that particular point in time. What I can then do is split my screen so that I have my schedule on the left and my statistics on the right. You'll see my little thing here. Again, you can print it out, or you can do it the way I do it with the snippet. Either one, whichever works for you. I prefer to try to do a little snippet here. Works better if you have 2 monitors, but anyway. So then you would click into your departments. So let's say I'm working on housekeeping right here. I'm going to go down to my room attendant, click on room attendant. It's going to pull it up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit new. And once I hit new, I'm going to go in and say room attendant 1. Room attendant number 1. And you'll notice here that it says I have 1,100 hours to schedule for this week. I will just simply go in here and start going in. More of my housekeepers will come in from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 a.m. 3 p.m. Oops, not 3:09, 3 p.m. 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Like I said, this works better if you have two monitors. 7 to 3P. Again, you don't have to put in the A, but you do have to put in the P. So I'm going to hit 7 here and put 3P. Okay, so I've now put that person in from 7 to 3, Monday through Friday, Monday through Thursday, Sunday through Friday, Sunday through Thursday. Whew, sorry, can't speak. Once I'm finished, I put an update, and then I'm going to put another person in. I'm going to put in RA number 2. Again, this person, I'm not going to have them come in on Sunday. I'm going to have them start on Monday. I'm going to say this person comes in at 8 because they start a little later, whatever, 8 to 4. Oops. Remember, put in your P, so 4P. So 8, 4P, 8, 4P, 8, 4P, 8, 4P. And now that person's going to have their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. So I'm going to update that. So now it's going to note that I've scheduled 80 hours out of my 1,100 hours. This is a big hotel here. Okay, so then I'm going to return to the department schedule, where I can export this when I've finished putting them all in. If I'm doing it on a department basis, I can go in. If I only have the right certain departments, when I click on that thing that says all departments, it's only going to show me the departments that I have access to. At which point I can either, as I said, I can either export it directly from the department that I have, that I'm working on, or I can go back over to scheduling and go into this one down here, the weekly schedule, weekly department schedule. And then here, again, I'm going to click on here, run report. I'm not going to select all, well, I will select all departments, because what's happened is it's only going to show me the departments that I've actually had scheduled. Once you have that department actually scheduled, if you have multiple departments, you have one department. If you're a rooms division person and you have several departments, you can export all those departments at one time. The way to export is to click up here where it says export to. You can to Excel, PDF, or Word. I always recommend going to Excel because once you have it in Excel, you'll notice down here in the bottom left-hand corner, it's going to pop up. You click up and you open the file. Once you have the file open, you can type in any notes that you want to type to employees, or you can edit the file if you want to sort it a different way. You've got all the information right here. I always recommend going to row 5 and pulling it down, because you notice the date's not showing up. So what you can do is, once that's like that, you can pull this over to the. Once you pull it all up, you can take and spread all of the columns apart. Oops, sorry, I did it one at a time. Spread all the columns apart. Double click on this little line right here. It'll bring them all back into their normal size. From which point, I'm not sure why that one's all the way out there, but we can pull that one in. Maybe I didn't grab that one all the way. You can bring your Sunday in. Bring it in with the rest of the people here. Okay. Now, one of the things that I know, I know it didn't do it because there was no values in there. One of the things that I know, that there are some certain properties out there that will schedule for start time but not end time. In order to get rid of that, you just take your mouse, you click on that, and hit the control minus. You can do that all the way across the board for each one. Control minus. Or you can select many of them at a time. So you go GH here, JK, MN, whichever columns have the end and the hours in them. Just select them like that. Again, hit the control minus. You now have your schedule down to just your start times. Okay, at that point, you're also probably going to want to get rid of your total hours for the week. Okay. And that way you have your schedule in there. Okay, you can actually do it this way. You can just click here, delete them, whatever works for you. But now you see that you have a schedule here. So you know when it's scheduled on Sunday, that's why the columns are kind of wide. But that is how you would schedule in our HLO system. Thank you. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to our support line. Our support line, you can either do it one of two ways. You can either go email directly to us. You can you can email directly to us at support@ciasoft.com, or you can go to our website at www.ciasoft.com and click on the help desk link, where you can submit a ticket by sending that. That will send an email to us as well. All right. Well, thank you very much. Have a good day.